the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Eagles will have some work to do after that short return. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. On second down, looking again to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Memphis offense will take the field for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Toppin. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. On the No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Receive the key.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Power football with the run. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Boston College right back to the line. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Boston College will send out the punt team. And the returner will be brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Toppin. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll go to the counter. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability in your vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field.
Take over.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterback's...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice job by the defense there. They're trying to get to the quarterback. You see those arms. They're flailing. They're swatting at that football. They're trying to get the ball out of the QB's hands. Those long...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Memphis, 28. Boston College, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, just keeps firing. It's caught. At the 35, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
He's got it down the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Stopped after making the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually...
And the quarterback is snowed under. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up for a second down play. He finds his man. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Memphis, 28. Boston College, 0.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Memphis! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they can't make the connection.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at its 4-yard line. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Leaves it with the back. He's loose at the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Golden Eagles have this offense rolling. The inside handoff. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It'll be a draw. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run up.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The 40, bringing it back. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown. try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Boston College, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And it's going to be a pick six. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Boston College, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Got room at the 35. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He wants to throw. A little release to the back. Powers through the defender.
The pass on first down.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He's tagged at the 31.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt. On the return, it's Harris. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team out